Not only that, you've got your teammates to consider as well. That they're cheering you on and want you to do well, and you feel a bit under pressure because you're playing for them as well. You're not just playing for yourself.
Yeah, and there's some pride on the line, maybe a little cash on the line as well.
Yeah.
And obviously to be the first amateur team to take down a title at the inaugural Ultimate Pool USA Grand Finals, that's got to be something that would be, I mean, you're making history. Look at this break. Dennis taking his time.
Yeah, he's just picking his route. I mean, there was a case for both. Again, you could have took stripes. But Dennis looked at his route. He's got every ball planned.
And it's important to have those plans because currently the 8-ball only really has one pocket to that top left. So you kind of have to plan around that.
Yeah, you got 2 balls up there, though. You got the 4 ball that's fairly central.
Yeah, I think the 2 ball would be easily accessible to the 8.
Yeah. You just don't want to land on it straight. This has got a bit sticky.
Yeah, cue ball moving a little.
This could be a reroute. Going in the side pocket now with this 4 ball. Ooh. Dennis.
And we know from seeing this in the last match with Nick against Dave, you can't afford to miss those shots. Absolutely not. It's not going to fly. Nick Varner will make you pay.
These are lovely. Nick's probably can't believe he's coming to the table. Look at the stripes.
Play pretty simple combination shot there. He's got 2 balls up top that'll make it very easy for him to get on the 8-ball.
So the winner of this match will face off against Johnny Archer right after this semi-final. Will be played to the conclusion. So we'll have a Brunswick Legends Shootout champion not too far away before the trophy's delivered. There's only 3 of them left. Now then, he nudged, well, he threw a body shape at that, trying to nudge the 4 ball out the way of the cue ball with his hips. I think he can get through. I think he's just enough. You can see this 13. Yeah, he called his extension in time.
Oh, that was a close one.
Yeah, very close.
Oh, no.
Well, he couldn't see enough. He had to try and just gradually or slightly bend that round the 4 ball.
What initially looked like a pretty simple run out for both players.
Yeah.
It suddenly turned tricky. And if nothing else, it's killed a lot of time off the clock initially. Yeah. This is rack number 1. And we'll be approaching the 5-minute mark, which is a very high number.
Well, it is the way the players have been playing. I mean, we'd be looking at around 2.5 to 3 minutes a rack. And this is, it's going to be 5 minutes for this one. There's still plenty of time, don't get me wrong. I mean, if you get a goal and break in this match, that's got all your time back.
Yeah, 100%. On the other side of things, if games keep going like this, we'll never see somebody get to 6 if they go back and forth.
No, but then when the match clock runs out, let's say somebody was, 5-3 in front or 5-2, that's end of match.
Yeah, that's it. It's
but if they're tied, we have the 6-ball shootout.
And I definitely think that favors Dennis. He was in 2 very close ones in Kansas City.
He knows how to play that.
Dennis, I'm a huge fan. Can I get a picture? He's
But
very...
he signed it for you, didn't he? Did he sign it for you when you went up there and said, Dennis, I'm a big fan, and can I get a picture?
I don't know. Check my backpack and see if it's in there. But no, he really is a great guy, and obviously in this environment when there's 60 other tables going on the outside of the arena, it's an interesting deal when you're next to the pros. You've got the likes of these guys, Skylar Woodward, Justin Bergman, Shane Van Boning, walking amongst the same tables as you. Especially once we get on a little bit later in the week when the National Open starts. That's a $20,000 purse to the winner. 480 players. Do you think that 8-ball slides through the 2-5?
I think I'd rather have it in the side pocket.
I think I would too, but if he takes this 12 ball out here, it might make it a little bit tricky there. Okay, so he's going to go 9, 11, 12. That'd be the easiest way to do it.
Yeah, just drops the 9 in. Just looking at the 11 now, he's going to play in the side pocket. The cue ball should come between the 7 and the 3 and just back off the bottom rail.
He's just going to go for the little bump.
He's going to miss the pot though.
Oh no!
Right, so he tried to pinch a bit of angle on that ball there, and it wasn't available. Feel he should have just played the pot wholeheartedly and come down the table and back up. Maybe he didn't have the angle.
Oh, and Dennis is going to make him pay for that.
He is.
The firepower in this Legends Shootout has been a very, very high standard of play.
It's just a nice amble round the table for Dennis. He just looking at the balls. He knows they're pretty easy. In fact, he's probably more spoilt for choice of which way to go, because you could go several different ways here.
Yeah, I was just
all the correct as well, really.
I was just gonna say, you know, this is the kind of game where we talk about pattern play, but there's really no one correct pattern
It's
here.
down to preference of shot to leave yourself. Some people like a cut into a side pocket. Some people like to play a more firmer shot into a corner. For me, it's like 3, 6, 7, and then up the top.
Yeah, 6 on the side, 7 top right, 4 top left.
Yeah.
Pretty simple. Honestly, he could even go the 4 to the corner and then come around for the 7 in the side. It again, like you said, spoiled for choice. Here we are with this Dennis Hatch. This 8-ball goes down, and he is now up 2-0. Look at this break.
Oh, that's a dream. An absolute dream of a break from Dennis Hatch.
Count them off. 1, 2, 3, and 4 balls down on the break.
Yep, 3 of them stripes. Going for the solids.
Yeah, not really a wrong choice there.
Solids in play.
This is going to be a nice, easy play here. He may have gone a little bit long on the 7 ball, but I think he can just play it to the side pocket and leave himself the opportunity on the 3 ball. He may opt to go with something with a little bit more power, a little bit more stroke. Now, there it is.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice indeed from Dennis Hatch.
Extension called.
And there you hear it. Dennis calling his extension. Doesn't want to rush this run out. It is very simple, but doesn't want to make a silly mistake because he's rushing.
This is the important shot. So it's getting the correct position. Again, that cue away. Doesn't want to be too close to the rail. So, this 3 ball right up into the top right-hand corner.
Yeah,
and
that looks.
he's been faultless, hasn't he?
Yeah, that looks really good. Dennis Hatch about to make it 3-0.
And in goes the 8 ball, and Dennis Hatch is 3 racks to 0 up. And I can tell you what, all the atmosphere down in the other arena. And I'll tell you, we are very lucky that we have a man in the middle of all that action, Stephen Jameson. Stephen, you're down there in the middle. How is it going down there?
Yeah, thank you so much, Tony. It's electric is what it is. I have to say, walking around this venue, 100 tables in action throughout this Harrah's Cherokee Resort, and we are seeing a lot of them already in use on day number 1 of the competition. The League Showdown has just got underway. We'll be seeing this later on this evening. We'll see the quarterfinal, semi-final and final of the League Showdown later on the stream here with you. But right now, it's last 16 time and it's already underway. You can see just behind me Ashley Benoit in action. She's playing as part of a very stacked New England team that also has Kevin Guimond as part of its roster. Watch out for those. And this is the format that's going to be really interesting to see. It's a little bit different to what we see on our Ultimate Pool leagues, as we have a bit of a old-fashioned, what you'd call, Tony, a proper English pool tournament. It's single rack pool. So each league operator in entering this tournament has picked their 3 best, and those guys will play a race to 5, 3 frames each if it goes the way to 5-4, and this is going to be a really fun format to watch. But firstly, they've got to qualify for the TV stages, and that's what's happening right behind me. And already there's been some decent performances. I can tell you Kansas City 4-0 up against Manhattan. They just need 1 more on the board and they're safely through to the TV stages. But the atmosphere, Tony, is certainly hotting up.
I'm glad they're looking after you down there, Steve. Great to have you out there, JMO. At least, are they treating you as a friendly?
Yeah, I think so, and not as friendly as you would treat me, Tony, of course. But there's levels to this game. But I have to say, the hospitality here from all of the different people from around the country has been exceptional, and we're being looked after really well here in North Carolina, as you'd expect. But let me tell you, it's all friendly and nice sort of out here. But as soon as you walk sort of beyond those black barriers and into the arena, well, the faces change. It goes from David Matlock smiling and happy to El Diablo game face. That's what it's like, and that is what this competition is all about.
That's fantastic. Thank you, Stephen.
Thank you.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's great to go down there and just get a sense of what's going on, around the arena. And we've got all those matches to look forward to tonight as well, Stephen.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, I know a few of the teams that are in this. Obviously, a team with Ashley Benoit and Kevin Guimond is huge. Currently, Dallas playing San Antonio. It's a battle of Texas to see who's going to get onto that quarterfinal stages. And, of course, Chase Stumfall, Kansas City native and Ultimate Pool USA veteran, playing for that Kansas City team. I cannot wait to see those league showdown matches in our arena. And a little bit of banter between the league operators has been going on for several weeks now. And I can't wait to see it unfold a little bit later. But we can't get ahead of ourselves right now. Nick Varner at the table with a beautiful run out. And he is an 8-ball away from turning this into what could be a whitewash to a possibility of a comeback.
In goes the 8-ball, and very quickly then Nick Varner gets out, gets his first rack on the board in his semi-final. So, Hatchet Man, Dennis Hatch breaks off rack 5, makes a ball. How's the layout? Looks okay. My initial look at the table is stripes, just because you don't have to move any of them. Solids have got the 6 and the 7 jammed together just above the 15 ball, so that would immediately turn my attention to taking stripes.
Stripes in play.
You know, Tony, this is interesting to me because we've seen quite a bit of Dennis Hatch in the past, and he's always been kind of a quick player. He's actually really kind of slowed down here.
This is as slow as I've seen him play since he's come into Ultimate Pool USA.
Yeah, I wonder if maybe he's just trying to get an understanding of maybe playing that clock a little bit. Nothing too crazy right now, obviously. It's way too early for that, but
he looks to me like he's making sure of the cue ball.
Very, very deliberate on what he's doing. He's not rushing anything. Just like that right there. Not worried about the clock at all. And I think that's something that people, as they play this format more, they stop worrying about the clock.
Is it because, he made the point he said he hadn't played any pool for over a month. And if that's true, then he's out of practice. So we wouldn't know it. But I think he's maybe just making doubly sure on every ball.
He's ended up a little funny here. The 14, the 12, they have pockets, but are they easy to get to? I don't know. The connections aren't quite as simple. He's going to have to draw back here. Oh. So he's stunned over. He's got the 12. Can he draw this cue ball back off the 12? Can he avoid the scratch?
He played the 14. He cut the 14 all day long. If you can get the cue ball back between the 8 ball and the 3, you're on the other ball into the side pocket.
In an ideal world, that's where he wants to be.
Thank you very much. And there it is. And this is going to be 4-1. Whenever he's slightly fallen out of position, Dennis Hatch, he's got himself back into great shape afterwards. Very nicely done in the end there, Dennis Hatch, and now leads 4 racks to 1 against Nick Varner. He's 2 away. Nice break.
Oh, wow.
The 1 ball stopped the 8. It was going to be golden break, the first one, as Nick Varner looks on. Can't believe it. That 8 was going in all the way. And the 1 ball came back and said, "No, you're not."
When you talk about somebody who's very interested in how this match goes, Johnny Archer taking a step back here to see what the score was, trying to see what's going on, and Mr. Archer has been very, very comfortable in that arena, and he will play the winner.
Stripes in play.
Yeah, Johnny keeping a close eye on this match. And you see referee Daryl Hibbard getting into position to make sure that Dennis's glove didn't touch either one of those balls. A little bit of elevation here. Pops the ball, in it goes. He is frozen, I think, or very close to frozen to the 8 ball.
Yeah, sort of a wry smile on Dennis's face there. He didn't really want to be playing from this position, but he can get to the side of the cue ball, which means it makes life a little bit more easy for himself, and that's a great shot.
Very clean shot.
It's what I was saying in the previous rack. When he falls out of shape a little bit, as we Johnny there having another discussion with Tommy Kennedy. They just played the previous semi-final, which Johnny Archer, of course, is in the final. But I was just saying he gets himself back into shape very quickly, Dennis Hatch. He knows how to dig himself out of a hole. He's looking to get himself on the hill now. That is pretty good. Dennis likes it. Nice little angle. Just runs this in. 8 ball, bottom left.
15-second shot clock is now in play.
15-second shot clock has arrived. Dennis Hatch is going to be 5 racks to 1 in front. 1 away from a showdown with Johnny Archer. And prepares to break off. Oh, that's a nice break.
8 ball constantly going towards that pocket. We haven't seen one yet.
No, we haven't. Nick Varner's come the closest. Got denied
Attention
one.
call.
He was denied one by the 1 ball. Dennis adopting the extension right at the start of the rack. This is what a lot of the UK players do as well. They look, they break off, make a ball off the break, and then
Stripes
look
in play.
at the pattern. And then they use their extension while they're looking at that. And then they go and try and run them out.
And very quickly, Dennis having to make that decision. The 12 and the 15, I think the 12 passes by, the 15 goes to the bottom left. You just got to work out the order in which he needs to run these.
I think it's the ball that would be the one for me. It's a 13. 15 and the 12 shouldn't be a problem. 13, he can't go top left with it because the 3's in a way. Well, at least I think it is. Might have to move it. And he has moved it. He can get to the 11. Makes the 11. And the writing looks to be on the wall as Dennis Hatch keeps removing these stripes. 2 more of them to go. So these 2 balls for a place in the final.
Well,
this 8 ball, and it will be Dennis Hatch taking on Johnny Archer in the final. And down it goes, and Dennis Hatch, the hatchet man,
Back in the match. Dennis
defeats
Hatch.
Nick Varner 6 racks to 1. He joins Johnny Archer in the final that will be coming very shortly.